Hi. Am I live? I'm live? Well, start is the mean to go on, or something. Isn't that what they say? Something like that, anyway. Right, so this is the market close. I said I'd do this. So here I am, doing it. Hello, I'm Jamie. This is Tradespotting. I do technical analysis on everything and anything, as we'll come to see if you tune into a live stream. But in particular, I have a focus on GME, so if that is of interest to you, then you might enjoy these shows. Here is the technical analysis for close on GME, and I'll also touch on AMC, which I'm quite good at calling to a reasonably accurate degree, despite people thinking that TA on meme stocks is impossible. So, if you've got something to say, I will get to it shortly. Case Guy Tradespotting, my liege. I feel we are at the pivotal moment of all of the shills and news articles are now saying the same thing. We could lose everything just when they say BTC, it's time to buy. That's a good point. That's a very good point. Case Guy makes, generally talking about the atmosphere out there, it's when it's inherently bearish, like when those people who control the media say everything's terrible. What are they really doing? Because it's never as honest as as straightforward as it might seem. And Case Guy's got a good take on things. I keep buying more GME. I can't help myself. Look. Where are you keeping it all? That's what I ask. Look, like, where do you keep it? It doesn't show on you at all. I mean, honestly, you're looking pretty fine there in chat there. I don't see even a bump on your hips. Where do you put it all, huh? Some people, I'm jealous of some people, they can just eat cake and it's like there's no tomorrow, and Luke's one of those guys, for sure. I am not a cat. Queen Bee, keep it at the thesis ideas. Keep at the thesis ideas. Yay, keep at the thesis workings. In the money calls today. In the money calls. So that's another way of adding. Yep, you just can't help it. This many avenues to having heavy pockets, big bags. Thank you very much. I'll have some more of that. Just flip it in the cart behind me. Jamie, eToro increasing their TP is bullish. They know it's gonna moon. Yeah, it is gonna moon, right? This is what's gonna happen, right? Shall I do the technical analysis? Is that what you would like to see, my friends? I promised everybody that I would do a clip for those people who are too busy. I'm too busy doing other things, so I can't tune into your shows, Jamie. Perfectly understandable. So I have to make clips, and then they don't watch the clips. It's us that watch the live stream. We watch the clips. I even watch the clips. So it's us. We're watching the clips. So for the 4 or 5 people that it helps. Shall we do the TA? No, we can't start it now because then it'll be a 40-minute episode and they want it to be 15 minutes or less. Right, shall I go through it briefly with you guys, right? I'll go through the TA briefly with you guys and then we'll go over it in more detail later, right? And perhaps I make a clip because why not, right? See what happens with it, right? Let's do it as if I'm making a clip, right? Oh, welcome if you're just joining us. That was at the end of a very funny joke which you missed, unfortunately. If you want to catch all of jokes in future, you're going to have to tune into the live streams. But here's a clip for busy people. The technical analysis suggests that we're in for a bounce. Isn't that good news? Well, actually, these charts, right, they whisper to me. They whisper to me in such a way that I'm able to translate it and then pass that information on to you. And I can do that dead easy with these little boxes, right? Here we are. Bounce. Why would we bounce? Because it's the bottom edge of the golden pocket on the retrace with this Fibonacci that encompasses all of our price action in the cup with handle, whichever terminology you prefer. It's fine by me. We take all types over here, so like and subscribe, thank you very much. The bounce, yes, the bounce you say, bing bong. Bing bong? Yeah, the start of something good, hopefully, is a bounce at this 618 to this 0.65, right, your golden pocket. It comes in here at the bottom of this bullish wedge, right? It's a downward sloping narrowing wedge. These tend to break upwards. The measured move on it will take you to the 236. That's up at $202. In order to get there, we have to obviously get above the top of this golden pocket area, which is at around 174.45, and I can't imagine that has been much of a struggle, can you? I don't think so. I think it'll be quite easy. It might even happen in front of our very eyes, and getting above there will be a good start. Then we've got to make our way to the top of this wedge, and if we zoom in a little bit, I know we're on a 1 hour time frame, and so those of you who are familiar with me, you might be unfamiliar with this perspective, but hey, sometimes it works. It works in this instance for this particular type of illustration. And we have the bottom of the wedge here, which we might want to call that demand line, right? And the top of it, you might want to call that a supply line. This is a downward sloping pattern, right? So from that, you could say that perhaps those people in control of price action at the minute are those that are on the top side, right? And those on the top side taking in these significant touches here, right? They're not in control action on the bottom, which we can see with this divergence, right? This is coming in. It comes in all the time, actually, as prices tend to bounce around this area. But in particular, you can see that between these lows here, well, you can see how I don't like this hourly time frame, especially when you try to get a lot of things on the chart at once. But anyway, you see it here, the higher low on oscillator and the lower low on price, and that's something that's been happening like consistently throughout this particular formation that we were looking at on hourly in order to draw a different picture for ourselves. And it's clear to see here with the body candles, the candle bodies, and that has presented some area of interest. And you can also see between the 618 and the 6.65 golden pocket, there's so many different reasons along with this demand line. And then you can see this green diagonal, which is essentially like another type of demand line, which is upward sloping, and has been coming into price action since March. So all of spring, and so what we've seen of summer, this is our little summer bird, and here it is. It's like just ready to like take another chance at flight, right? And how far is it going to get this time? That's the real question we're asking about our little summer bird. Hey, little summer bird, wake up, right? 169.69, boom, yes. Sorry, right? So, yeah, this is lovely, right? So, like, and I think right, 168.47 is the line where that comes in. So, like, a little bit more cool, but like, I like that. So, then up we go to 188.89, and then above that you're looking at 200 and whatnot. And you're like, oh, how can you be talking about that when we're all the way down here? Well, you get a certain, like, until it says something different, and this is what it's telling me, right? And then what was it telling me again? Well, it was telling me over here, right? These are the levels, right? And then above that you've got targets, and they color coded by like how good they'd be, right? Yellow, confusingly, what that means is absolutely sweet FE, right? Doing that means absolutely nothing. Up here at the blue level, what does that mean? Hey, that means that it's like not bad, right? But it's still only like Dow theory, and we're still making lower highs. And if price action then didn't at some point, even after a tiny turn back, then go on again, you'd say, well, that's a bit crap. And so then you're really like, what you're really looking for is to make it up to the 618 level here, to have completed the most possibly the best start, or like a bullish retrace, where if you could like hold that for significant time frames, challenge previous support and resistance levels, horizontal levels above you, then you'd be looking onto those targets that Fibonacci itself gave you, and those are around at 466 and 531. And I know what you're thinking, right? When prices are down at 169.50 or less, and you see me say that, what a lot of people say is fuck off, and I say like, cool, no problem, right? We've been here before, right? We've been here before in and around here, right? And the same people were telling me that at FO, and the same people back here, right? Now, cool. Like, I didn't, right? I'm still here, and I'll still be here when prices are back at $264, right? I'll still be here at that point too, right? So that'll be how that works out, right? Now, as I say, there is a little bit down before that happens. Now, this is all very, very bullish, and you'll be like, well, what's the other side of the TA, Jamie? Like, you must have some other perspective on things. And I do have another perspective on things right now. And in order to do that bearish thesis, you'd have to look at where we've come from, and you say, well, we've just put in on this time frame, the hourly, this is like a higher high on the body closes than previously, than our previous one. So is this perhaps an uptrend? And you'd look down at the bottom and you'd say, yeah, well, these are a series of higher lows, so Yeah, damn, this looks like an uptrend to me. You'd then probably draw some sort of line across these here, and like that there, and you'd hope that this was a wedge. You would hope it wasn't a channel, right? Which it quite easily could be, especially if you go on to different time frames, which you're about to in a minute. And you'd say, right, well, enter in a short position here is probably the height of stupidity, right? Because here's your demand line, here's your supply line, right? Opening a short here is really, really stupid, right? Equally so, if you've bought shares here, right, and things got up here, and then you wait till they get back down here again in order to sell what you previously owned and give up that position which is soon to be much harder to get, you are also a fool, right? You're a fool. Not even a Shakespearean fool who may somehow, at the end of Act 3, turn around and have some wisdom. No, you're a complete fucking idiot, right? Around here, you're known as a fanny. And do you want to be that kind of person? I don't know, right? Maybe you do. Some people have strange ambitions in life. I'm always confused when I figure out that other people are actually up to rates. It never seems to make any sense, right? Now, what does make sense is $260. GME, $260. Bing bong, the current price is absolutely freaking stupid. Tune in for another show and we'll cover price action when it's done what I've said it's going to do. 168.47. I'm sure I said a number like that. Anyway, see you next time, folks. Right, so that would be the clip, right? And we'd end at 168.47, which is exactly what I said the prices would do, right? Now, if they go on and do something different, I don't really care, because I've just made a clip that looks good. Now I'm going to put it on the YouTubes. Ha ha! He is going to use it. He isn't going to do whatever else he said. Nah, I'm going to just going to use that, because that's what it is. And perhaps I'll do like an AMC one, because you guys deserve one for AMC too, don't you? You do, And hey, I'm one of the best in the business, so why not freaking give to people what they want? Well, they don't seem to want it in subscribers and statistic numbers, but I know that's crap. I know that's crap, man. It's crap, Jamie. They want that you're... Just do it, Jamie. Okay, I'll do it. But it was me saying that. I'm going to play this, and then you're just going to have to hear it, listen to it. Is that me talking about GME? There it is up there. There it is there. I'm talking about GME. What did the prices end on this video? Yeah, cool, excellent. I'll do the business. Will it ever get the notoriety that this could? GME TA market closed, but the market hasn't closed yet. And this a stream at the minute is called market closed. GME TA all you need to know can. GME TA all you need to know can. Right? GME. Description is GME. Okay, nobody's going to find this video anyway. It's like you're going to have to actually look for it and want it. And so there you go. So how's it going to be good for new people, Jamie? How's it going to be? How are you making the most of it? How are you making the most of things, huh? I'll need a thumbnail, won't I? Here we go, thumbnail. What's prices doing? Got how long? 34 minutes. Easy. Keep an eye on that later. It's all covered, guys. We got that. Don't worry about it. Oh yeah, living on a prayer, ba-da-bump. And GME better just like, come on. Hey, it's not about me. It's about GME doing something, right? What I'm saying is it should be doing something. Do I want to create a new thing? I guess I'll create a new one. Thumbnail things do my head in now. Set yourself up for a problem. I'm good at that. Yeah. Okay, this thumbnail's gonna do nice. I'm gonna get it nice, folks. Do you want me in the thumbnail? No, we don't. Well, we call it GME Quickie? GME Quickie. A wee Quickie. It's okay. I find myself distasteful. You're welcome to. GME. I am not taking advantage of the audience. I'm doing what the audience want. That's what I'm doing. GME, yeah. And it's gonna go explodio. Whoa. Some people are probably worried. Whoa. Hate to be them. Can I have my mouse back, please? Thanks. Haha, this is funny. This is a funny thumbnail, man. This is funny ass thumbnail, right? This is a funny thumbnail. Shut up, man. Make it even funnier, eh? I could make that funnier. Eh, I'll do it. I'll make it funnier. Hey. That's not what I'm interested in moving, mate. It's this other thing. Stupid me. Scratch discs are full, folks. Oh no, scratch discs are full. Ooh. That's a problem I haven't seen since I did real work. Purge everything. Yes, yes, it's like that sometimes. Hi, Jimmy, why are you talking so much crap in the background? People want to know what's up. Well, Recess said what's up. Was they all going to leave then, are they? No, they're going to stay here because it gets better. Oh, does it, aye? Yeah, it does, aye. Oh, okay then. Hi, look, I got a donation in the background. Nice one. I'll check that in a second. Thanks very much. I turned this around, I'm sure of it.
You thought it was pretty funny, didn't you?
Yes.
Is it worth all this effort for a tiny joke? No, it isn't. It's the 820 rule. Just go with what you got. Okay, I'll just go with what I've got then. Jimmy, this is like dead airtime. You're going to be losing viewers hand over fist. Do you want to get to it? Do you want to get to it, Jimmy? Yeah, pressure's on. Where's Purge at again? There it is. Purge everything again. Yes, it's time. It's like that again. I know. Sometimes it comes in waves, apparently. Right. Save. That would help. Jimmy, quickie. You better have enough space in your scratch disk for the saving of this. No, you don't. Oh no. No! What do I do on top of the normal then to remove this? Removed. What was that I removed? I just went for it. Because why some jobs I'm not suitable for. Others, perfect. Of course you're not going to want to save it. Of course the part scratches are full. Don't do this to me. I just try to purge the scratch disk. It should be easy. Purge video cache. Is that something? Do that. Purge that. Do not patch that already. You should have done. Said all. I should have included that. Please save. And don't make me make this thumbnail again. I can't be bothered with that. Just save it. This is it. It's dead easy. Save. Save. Ooh. Yay. Thanks, computer. Oh my goodness, I'm not seeing it. Did it really save though? You just taking the piss out of me again, computer, because you do that, don't you? You like doing that. It's really, really wide. Don't do that. You did it, didn't you? You fucking did it. You little shitbag. Sorry. Sorry. Really, I'm quite good to my computer. I can't even see what people are saying. I feel like I'm being bad now, right? Somebody just got some more mails, huh? Congratulations. What's the price doing? 167.91. Oh, for God's sake, Jamie, you're such an annoying idiot. Why are you being annoying today? Today of all days. I'm doing a thumbnail and you're sneaking down like that. Tradespotting, looking like a fresh wanker. Thanks, Rob. Thanks, Bob. It's appreciated. Fresh, mate. Fresh wanker, mate. I have lost it. The whole freaking thing is gone. I'm just taking care of some rubbish. Sorry. Guys, remember anytime Coco appears, we go green. Tradespotting, we need the cat. Cat's asleep. The cat's true, she does good at that, right? It's true, she's very good at that, in fact. Do you want to wake up, Coco? Yeah, serious. No, I'm serious, Coco. Yeah, do you want to wake up? Come on over here, come on over there. Don't actually have to wake up, you can stay asleep, Coco. I'm just having a laugh. I'm just having a silly laugh, for goodness sakes. GME, and what is it? It's called it Quickie, and I know that. Like I didn't know that. I knew that. Quickie. You scratched it. It's scratched it. It's going to do your head in all evening now. Ha! You have to restart your computer. No, I'm not going to do any of those things. You're just going to work for me. Please. So that would be that, and what else would it be? I suppose it would be this. GME Tradespotting. Super excited today. 2 family members finally pulled the GME trigger. Oh, nice one. They're getting freaking bargains. Congratulations, Case Guy. That is nice. That's a happy day. Good one. That's a nice day. That's another reason for everybody to be happy, huh? Good one. Tradespotting on 4 GME is lower RSI than it's been for over a year. Quite possibly. Let me check that in 2 seconds. I'm just making this amazing video. Like, maybe I should just stop that because prices are lower than that. And what? Who cares? Like, I wanted to make the clip, and now I'm making it, and then everyone will be happy. That's what everyone will be. Tradespotting. So where's the line of support at this point? It's still where it was, right? This is not a significant open and close yet, right? No panic. This is not a panic type of place, here or the price. Like the line of support's where they were yesterday as well. So we'll see. I put it on the chart anyway here somewhere. This is like an idea for a bounce, right? Anywhere in here. It drops below it temporarily and comes back, sure. What chart was he on there? 1 hour. Might as well do this on the 4 hour if people are going to panic. Look, there's this big area of support here, this one. And then this wedge is like not broken by any means. And then maybe it's like a channel anyway, right? But it's not, it's still a wedge. It's still a wedge, right? I still think it's come back to those prices that I said earlier. You are a fly looking ape. Thanks very much, Tar. That's appreciated. Cheers. That you're quite fly dude for saying that. Thank you very much. It's appreciated around these parts. Like flattery get you everywhere. Missy, you have 22 points. That's a lot more than I do. How do I get these points? How do I get my hands on some of these? What was I doing on this? I was drawing things. Oh, it was a 4 hours talking about where's the line of support now. Space was acting whereas, and it's still in around there, right? 168.47, right? That's not anything broken yet on any long time frame, right? And then also you've got the 618 here, or 6.65. This is all from this big Fibonacci there. If you draw in terms of recoveries and like ultimate lows and whatnot, this is stretch it as time goes on, as we've been doing, and you can see the 236 drops down, which is good because if this doesn't break out to like the top of the channel round about there, that's about there anyway. So you could have drawn this beforehand, but it would have been like speculating to the downside, and it's not kind of my style. I'll try to keep people from panicking in the first place. Just crossed the road. You finally start to brag about diamond hands and hodling. You just crossed the road. I've just read that wrong. Just crossed the red line. I can finally start to brag about diamond hands. Like, all right, you're finally underwater. Congratulations, you made it to the club. Man, when the cruise ship's coming into your town, wherever that might be, or the nearest one that's got like the docking facilities, I'll make sure that everybody on it already knows, that you're obviously in the Diamond Hand gang now. We'll get the proper documentation as and when the time comes, but like just to say unofficially, congratulations, you got a free run of the Diamond Hand deck. Congratulations. Welcome to the club, everybody. There's another reason to be happy. Look at all these reasons to be happy. I love it, right? A lot of people, they'd be looking at this, they'd be a bit pissed off and upset. It'd be 165. Nah, actually, what's happening is Case Guy's got a couple of new family members who've invested in this thing, which is obviously, like, if you're going to be buying this is a lot better than here. And congratulations to everybody down there and everybody up there. We'll see you soon. And that you just got to get these people. You got to get these people get. They got to be happy for them, right? They're just in one. We are one. They are an extension of us. We can just take this down, right? We can take this everywhere we want. There's the bottom line there, the 618 on this fib here, and you've gone through the 236 on this one. It's likely that'll happen. You've got your 0.5 here, which also comes in just below the 6.5 on this one. So you've got loads of reasons to be bouncing here, right? Shit, loads of reasons. But like, you could drag the fib down there and say, until you get down there, you don't even need to worry. But the truth is, you don't need to worry about any of this. And like, this is a good place to be buying it. So I'm leaving it where it is now, and I'm thinking, this bargains. And the line is actually above us at 16847. That's where it is, right? And I'm not changing my mind. I'm publishing a video now that's not going to be. The markets don't even close for 13 minutes, and I'm publishing a fucking video now telling you that's the line, right? So there you go. That's me telling you what I'm telling you. Is this any of this saved? Did I save it already? Is this all done? Have I done all this? I think I've done all this. Maybe I've already done all this. GME. Ping. Save. Right, I'll get this, save it, and then I can do AMC, and then markets will finish, and hopefully they'll do stuff what I'm saying that they're doing, and then everybody will feel alright about stuff, because I don't like it when everybody feels anxious. I feel bad for yous, Feel bad for yous. May have to open Photoshop again if I do an AMC clip, but I just code that in this, and people can watch it, and watch along, Watch along, mate. GME 1, that was what I called it in the end, because everything else was Dan Ernest, welcome to Chimp. Wow, awesome. Thanks so much, Dan. Thanks, Dan. Welcome to Chimp. Everybody, there's another reason to be happy. We've got a new member of the family. Welcome, Dan. Yay. Excellent. Oh, these great reasons to be happy. Great. DMETA, all you need to know, Ken. GME Quickie. Playlist. GME Daily. What else? No, it's not made for kids. And that's everything. Right. Oh yeah, monetization. The riches, the riches, the great wealth that will come my way. Oh, next. I need to rate my video to. Oh yeah, of course, yeah, this thing. Next. Yeah, next. Yeah, next, yeah. Looks weird. All I do is catch falling knives, and it's quite red. Oh! Hey, well, there's, if you stay up late, as I often do, you can see all these amazing infomercials and that, and there's people on there with gloves that are perfectly made, like they're designed and made for catching knives, so don't believe all the things you read, right? Sometimes you'll see an infomercial that puts all that, everything you've ever learned your whole life to shame. Truth is, you can catch anything you want with certain kinds of gloves. Wow, my goodness, I'll get myself 5 pairs. Why 5? Well, it's Monday, Friday, right? It's market open, market close, every day. Monday to Friday. Streamlabs/Tradespotting. Oh yeah, watch me on there. The links are in the description. You can watch me there in case I don't make it anywhere else, and then you don't have to watch ads, right? Every time I'm live, you get the video there. I don't know. Anyway, I also stream there. I don't think they do ads there. If they are, I'm not seeing any part of that. Is it on it public? Yeah, it's an instant premiere. Whatever. Sure. Publish. Ding. Time's passing, Jamie. Time's passing. Nope, close. I'm not interested. There it is. That's what it is. It's there, and there it is where it is. Right. What else was I going to do? I was going to look at this. 167.01. AMC 33.88. Let's touch the bottom of the oversold zone on the 4-hour chart. Oh no, we're going to look at that. Somebody asked me something about this. 4-hour RSI, has it been lower ever, or has it been lower since whenever? When were we lower than this? That's a good question. Hey, that's a good question. Hey, did I just draw 2 lines there? Hey, what's going on? Hey, why are you so hard to see? What's wrong with you? I do see chat when people write Tradespotting, right? I'm going to fix this. People have mentioned that they don't like so many game stuff come up in chat, and it does make things move really fast, right? So I can see that why that might be annoying. I could make it so that the chats happen less frequently, the game things happen less frequently, but people seem to enjoy them too. On the other side, like there are a lot of people taking part, which is a reflection of how much people enjoy it. So 166.99. That's similar, right? That's similar. 166.66. You're gonna let us like hang on 7 like that? That's really annoying. Oh, don't do that. So, that would really annoy some people. Prices moved to 6 already. I can't stare at it. Although I can. Right, anyway, sorry. What was I talking? I just started a bearish thesis on this and then talked about how stupid that was. What was I actually doing here? Chat. What was I doing? Oh yes, I was going to put what I'm going to do, right, to address this problem with, which some people don't like seeing all the games in chat. It's like, okay, cool, I understand. So I can move chat onto the actual screen. Yes, I can do it. Yes, that's true. It's crazy the technology they've got nowadays. And then none of the chats that include game stuff actually show up on this thing. And include game stuff. The chats that include game stuff. Where will I put it? You still see this, right? If it gets too small, just tell me. I'll make it big again. But that seems like that works. Tradespotting. RSI. Alright, I was on RSI stuff. Cheers. Yeah. I also got distracted by this stuff, stuff and whatnot. And I can turn this off and then that'll be less of that. No one needs to see the drawings panel constantly. Constantly. What's showing up behind there? Oh, my menu. Go away, thanks. Jimmy, you're doing all this right into the market close. Oh, Jamie. Right, here's the chat, right? Shush. So people can see it, and you see how this doesn't show, and maybe it doesn't even work, right? Could quite possibly be broken. It doesn't seem to be moving at all. And Streamlabs does seem to be saying stuff there. Oh, it's just doing my head in right now. I'm not going to piss anybody else off anymore, right? And I can see that super chats are coming in. Sugars. And Jamie Forsome. It's starting to sound interesting. Dana Ernest became a member. I'm not seeing the other one though. Come on, it's there. I can see it on the other screen. Where is it? Here we are. And for some catnip for Jamie. Oh, well, next one. Thanks very much, Sean. Catnip for me. Oh, right. Tradespotting, there are around 800 in the money calls expiring Friday, $170. Could this be the reason for the price drop, Ms. A? Yeah, this is entirely weighing on prices. Now that the prices are down here, we really can shift some of those calls off to somebody else and be somebody else's problem as the prices bounce back up again. No, we don't need chat on screen. Okay, King Noah. Okay, it's going to close at 16666. The hedge is trying to scare us with the number of the beast. Native Flight says. Oh God, it would be so very typical, wouldn't it? RSI lowest since. Yes, lowest since. When was it lowest since? Let's get back to business, shall we? Business. Yeah, that's really low. And we did that and we dropped it out and we found out that it's the lowest since. This is a 4-hour, right? So let's go to 12-hour and see what. Get more information in front of our faces. Right, so this is, we can see that it really is like the lowest since, and by a distance, the lowest since April 2020, right? at which point it was, without much of a difference. It had come at what had come here at this point in time, price action. At that point in time, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Right? There was 3 touches of divergence on 12 hours, which I'm sure here, right, you might as well be looking at the daily, same thing. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Right, so that's that. Right, with lower prices, but higher lows on oscillator. I have to turn this back on after all that messing around. And you can see here we've had none of that positive divergence. Nope. Nothing like it at all. Top side, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 touches of negative divergence. Right, so there's a difference. One side, top side, bottom side, top side. How does that help us? Not very much. No, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It just doesn't help the analysis very much. So that's that. Because this is it. This was the time it was exactly the same as it. There was a dip, right? A rise up, dip, and then that was a deep, deep retrace there with so much divergence on it again. Still, they managed to put it in quite crazy. Oh, sugar, what's happening? 2057, right? So I mean, it's been lower, right? It has been much, much lower. And the RSI could get much, much lower, and at that point you'd be thinking about the lower targets on this thing, right? Where does it come in at around 129? Does it come in at 131? Does that happen? Does it drop down as far as like $85 and whatnot? Imagine that. Like, this is so ridiculous. And so that's what people will be thinking. But we were looking at that bearish thesis on the 4 hour, and now, so what do I think about that, right? Well, what I really think about that is this is actually indicative of the fact that it's the same market participants as it's been before the rise up here. It's the same people, and they're performing in the same way, right? And they've got the same psychology, and they've got the same accounts, and they're not sold anything. That's what it seems to suggest, right? Because you add in something else, like make it a little bit more complicated. Jamie, you've only got seconds to go. 55 seconds. 1 minute 55 seconds. So this is where the peaks have come in. These peaks here, lower and lower distribution, less and less people selling it, more and more people picking it up. Hardly anything on the downside. When we looked at the RSI, there's divergence in terms of the smaller time frames. We can see this cow price start picking up a bit and that getting a little bit of a bounce. RSI being as low as it is. You can't take the RSI to mean just one little tiny little thing, right? It means lots of different things, and just being at a level isn't like technical analysis that's like in and of itself particularly useful. You have to combine it with other things, and one of the things you might combine it with this here. And what does it say? It says bing bong, price is wrong, and it also says that it's slightly bounce. Like, that's what it means. Dropping down at 15 minutes now. Let's go right down to the 1 minute. Turn the drawings back on. Does auto thing help us? It does. It helps us. We're in the last minute. And we're going for 168.47. That's what prices are looking at. Maybe they go down 166.66, take a wee knock at the end, but that's what looking at. Is it a bargain? I definitely think it's a huge bargain. You tell me, what do you think? 166.53, tick tock, tick tock. Bing bong, the price is wrong. Try to get that super chat message up. I can't see it there. So frustratingly, annoyingly frustrating. So here we come in for market close. Bing bong. There is. The markets have closed. Congratulations, we made it through another day of absolute nonsense. There's the signs of positive action on 1 minute chart there. The low, well, it's lower than it could have been. 15-minute candle. Everything convergent with being lower all the time, touching down here at the bottom of the oversold. It's obviously going to be a bounce at some point. See, and the truth is, right, in these sort of fights that last a week, the winners are never decided on the first couple of days, right? The first couple of days being like the Monday and the Tuesday. And if you're living in the same time zone as me, then today's Wednesday, right? So today's where things started to get interesting. And can you say that we won today? No, you couldn't. You couldn't say we won today, right? If we were all coming back right now from the fight and that, and you were saying we won today, I'd slap you about a little bit and be like, "What are you talking about, man? Like, we didn't win today, right? We did not win today. Why? Who gives a flying shit? Why, right? What's going to come in the rest of this fight?" Then you've got Thursday and Friday. They're the important dates. That's when it makes a difference, right? Friday's when it makes a difference. Friday's close, $170. That's interesting, right? Are we going to finish in around that price? Well, we're there at the minute, right? When people thought we might never get there again, we're there at the minute. And is it too soon? You know, how many people have how much of the ammo have we absorbed? You know, how much longer can they sustain this type of pressure on prices? Are things now the dynamic changed that the prices did drop to a certain level? You know, we're here at the minute. Is it possible that now that their own agenda will have changed slightly? And it's true for both those people on this and the other side of the trade, that the best laid plans of mice of men, right? The first casualty of any battle is the plan. And, you know, what's the best you can get from a plan anyway? Well, it's in terms of being an ape, and you're not talking about stop losses. What you're talking about is position management. It's about making sure that you've never invested too much so that you can withstand these periods of bollocks. It's also so that if you do want to add to your position, you're able to take advantage of situations where it maybe drops out of a formation which it later returns to, right? That sort of area at the very low side of a formation, which itself is a bullish formation. To do that when it's testing critical levels of support, you know, you might call it that. It's a 50-minute time frame, right? This is a diagonal sloping line. So are these. The horizontals that matter are here, right? This is one of them, 168.47, right? That's one of them. It's just there, right? It's just right there, and it's important. And then above that, your next lines are important. All lead to a series of cascading victories. And that's what happens when people run out of ammo, right? When they start getting, the fight at the minute is maybe in the middle ground, but when it arrives at their door, which is constantly changing, it's here, right? It's only $188 now, that sort of price, right? You want to put them to bed for a while, you open and close 4 hours above 196. You do that this week, you do serious damage, right? And that's why any jump from then is likely to take you right into the heart of things, up at 200, whatever this is now. This 618 comes in at $260. That's a 618 Fibonacci retracement comes in at $260. So that's what you're looking at, right? I mean, there's lots of different ways of doing this, right? You could do the bearish thesis. I tried to start doing it, but it's stupid as heck, right? You can see why it's stupid without even needing to do TA, right? At the 5 minutes I gave it was enough. So that's that. AMZ 3342. Now, did we talk about this? Yes, we did. There's a line that's hitting on it already. If that doesn't hold, it could go down to 26. So I'm interested in 26. I'd be very interested. Do I think that's a big deal, though? No, I think that's a great area for a bounce. Like, and it's going to make, because of the nature of this thing, the price action it's set in there, 26. That's a third off, right? Of its all-time high. That's only 33%. That's a huge discount. No, people that don't even give two shits about this, its cause or anything else, are just going to trade this because it's god darn obvious, right? It's gosh darn obvious. What does it need to do now that it's made it down here? Well, say this was the bottom. All it needs to recover is 36.70, that sort of area, and then it's on the go again. It's up to 42, and when it closes 42.60, 42.70, 4 hours, it's looking up again, 44.46. Once it does that sort of thing, puts in that sort of move, you know, you're going to turn around to the guy next to you and laugh at him, right? And if that's the same guy that also holds GME and he's been slagging you off the whole time, I hope you don't just laugh at him, but I hope you give him a good slap, right? Because metaphorically speaking, That's what I'm, like, obviously, not literally, right? So here you go, right? You're looking at that, and you're thinking, bounce there, nice. If it goes down more, bounce, nice. And that's fine, right? That's fine. There's little gaps that this can fill. It's all cool, but people will be panicking, right? And I know because I get messages, and it's like, guys, stop it, okay? Stop being silly, right? There's other people out there. You don't take up time with your anxieties. It's silly. Just like go for a run or something, right? Play a game, pool, have a pint, or whatever it is that you do or don't do. Don't do it or do it. So there it is, 167.53. Lovely. I love GME. Doesn't really matter what price it is. Hey, Casey guy redeemed Stream King. Ha! You got Stream King. Holy goodness. Wow, I set that at levels that were like so nearly impossible to get. That's incredible. See how even the donation thing, like sorry, not donation, the super chat, what's it called? That alert came up with like all the default settings because I didn't know it was possible that anyone would even get close. That's incredible achievement. That is magnificent. Well done. You must have stolen a lot of other people's points to get there. Congratulations. Fantastic, well done, Case Guy. Wow, no one's done that before. That's legendary. You know, if somebody was out there recording these things, or who heaven forbid, this was all recorded and available after the fact, then people would be able to see that you were the first person to do that, and that is quite amazing. Wow, I am surprised. I don't know if I'll be able to. What? Tradespotting, there are around. Oh, that's old. I'm reading old. And for catnip for Jamie. That's very old. How come chat's so far behind where I am? All hail Case Guy. Yeah, it's the Stream King. I'm the Stream King now. Says Sean Cummings. Nice, Sean. Nice move. If it was that kind of thing, you would be. But it ain't. It's like earned, and it's an honor that can only be earned through gambling. At the minute, I think. I don't know, but it's going to inspire a lot of people to play that game because that's an amazing achievement. And I will have to mark that somehow. I haven't sure how to do it, but with some way of saying thanks, Case Guy, for all of the things you do. Wow. Where is Case Guy in the chat there? Michael E. Tradespotting, we told you today that we love you. We love you. 100. Do you? Do you love me? Do you really love me? Sean Cummings loves me. And he's trying to be Stream King, and I think he kind of is in the little ways. Where the $2. Yeah, he's doing it, and he's doing it the drip by drip. $2. Maybe that's even encouraging me to wake up Coco, is it? Because there's something about Coco in a number of the messages. And look at all those little subscribers we got there. Thanks so much for everybody joining up and supporting the channel and enjoying things, making it all so much enjoyable for me. Thanks so much. Thank you, Sanjo Kojak. I bought myself some more stonk and thought real soon these hedges are fuck and I'm on a rocket to the moon. Sanjo Kojak, that's such a good, neat little poem. That's such a neat little poem. I like it a lot. Sounds like there's a bird outside giving birth to another bird out of its mouth. That's congratulations, Sanjo Kojak. You're welcome in. Like you're increasing these positions, and I don't know if anyone else is as Sanjo is, but I've known Sanjo for many a year now in real life, long Facebook, for years and years. Really good friend, really good guy, stand-up guy, and he only recently got into GME. And he's adding his positions, and there's so many of those people just like that. And if you're like that, big respect, shout out to you. And there's Daniel, immediately becomes Dream King with a $10 donation. There you go, that's it. It's all over now. That's it. Nobody's going to beat that. Hey. Well, today my wife came back with an ultrasound. Twins. She has 2 effing humans growing in her. I invested more than I can afford to lose. I ain't selling. Well, you're too big to fail now, Daniel. And with twins on the way, wow, congratulations. How good news is that? That's such brilliant news. That's another thing to be happy about. Well, chat, look at that alert in the background too. Now it just suits it so perfectly. Twins, huh? Nice. I like it. Daniel, you're such a legend. I'm so happy to hear that. What kind of twins are they? Congratulations. What's she doing going and getting ultrasounds like that anyway? See, you got to be careful with these ultrasounds. Like, you go out, you pop out for a cow and milk and that, and somebody offers you an ultrasound, and you end up coming back with twins. Crazy. Congratulations, Daniel, and to your lovely wife. Well done. They're very lucky to have a dad like you. And I've said so much GME before it explodes. Congratulations. Not that it is financial advice, obviously. We're not effing leaving. Gaston, you legend. How's it going, Gaston? Good to see you. Are you having a good week? How are you doing? You're a very valuable member of the audience. Very valued member of the audience. Wow, there you go. Did the fire start to burn yet? Did it? Did it? Did it? Wazer? Yes, yes, this is it. This is them running around lighting the heather, right? Unfortunately, it's like our heather, and it's like really close to our houses, and we're like, whoa, is this the right place to be starting a fire? Shouldn't we have started over here somewhere? Or even better, over here? Anyway, this is just like, right. And Rocky was talking about this in his stream earlier, and when we caught up over lunch, he was talking to a friendly neighbour of ours called, I'll not give his name out here, but he's a really nice guy. Lives just around the corner here, dead nice guy. And we were chatting, he was chatting about one of the things it was like on his stream and what it's like managing the community's expectations when things are in those sort of days where it's like, this could be better, and if it feels like that for you, trust me, don't trust me, if it feels like that for you, you can probably understand it. It also feels like that for me. I am with all of you invested in GME. I'm no separate or apart from any of you. Like, this YouTube channel is an effort to be closer to you, if anything. Not certainly not set myself apart. No way. Right now, I try to make that a point all the time. There is like a cut-off point when you can't really it's all on the internet, right? That's a big part of it. It's like, I would like it if it was more real life aspect to it, but in that sense, like, also don't actually know anybody, so I'm not crazy, so I'm not going to go and be doing crazy ass stuff. But when this is less of a full-time thing, or when it's like whatever, what am I talking about? Yeah, well, they'll have a cruise ship soon, so what do I care? How do I get on a warpath with this? Charles, Jimmy, how do I get on a warpath with this? On a warpath? Ha! Well, cool. Let's get on a warpath in a minute, Charles. Let's think about that. How you doing, Charles? Good to see you. What was I saying beforehand? I was getting confused. If you think it's difficult, right? Trust me. Don't trust me. I understand, right? I'm there with you. It's also difficult, right? I know. I've experienced it a long time, lots of times, and I'm here with you, and in every sense, I'm with you. And then, and if people annoy you about things when it's going this way, you can imagine that there are a large number of those people that try to annoy me about these things. Doesn't really. I mean, sometimes it does go, whoa, and then I see what it is, and I'm like, ha, and then I've been through it before, so it's not like here to tell you it's no big deal, and that it really isn't, and it doesn't last all that long. So it's when it feels tough and it feels hard, that's cool, right? No one said it was going to be easy, right? No one said it was going to be easy, and if it was easy, if it was easy, everyone would be doing it. And on that note, it's getting easier as the price goes down, so more people do it, right? Which is great. Also, though, some people are silly, right? Now, people like to get by when they get really excited, which happens when prices are high, and then they sell when they're really disappointed, which is when prices are low. And I know that nobody gets into it with that idea that they're going to do that, but that's what happens because they get in because when they're excited. So very often they're in at the top of things, and people generally take a little bit of convincing. So they don't get in at this top and they don't get in at this top, they end up getting in at this top. And so I understand, right? I understand how that goes. And then this place gets sad, right? Those people give it up, right? And so what happens is, as you saw in that accumulation distribution graph there earlier, the big accounts get bigger, the rich get richer. The party that you were talking about happens, but you're not invited. Okay, you're at home eating cold pizza, wishing you had enough electricity to turn on a microwave, right? And they're out at the ball with the fancy shoes, having a good time because they had diamond hands, and the whole time with their diamond hands, they were writing checks to each other, right? Just to get through the hard times, writing the checks to each other. And ridiculing all of you people retailing your silly idea of diamond hands so that you would capitulate, right? Because that's the way it so often goes, right? And the powerful get more powerful. All pigs are equal. Some pigs are more equal than others. The truth is, you just need to fight the power, right? And how do you fight the power? Well, we've been here, haven't we? We were doing it, aren't we? And now you've got your mates and your friends and your family. They're all joining us. People like Sandro Kojak up in their position. People like that. People like Daniel Assange. People with young children, with families. People that rely on them. People that have income, but no guarantee of any of the future. Just like you, nobody has that yet. They still make these sacrifices because they say things like that. And as you saw in that message from Sanjo, hedges are fuck, right? They are, and that's because of us. That's why they are. And it's you want to look at for some DD, right? Look at everyone around you, right? That's for DD. That's what proves that it's like coming. It doesn't really matter. It's definitely coming. If you guys are anything to go by. Justin Richardson, congratulating Daniel. Awesome, lovely. Look at that. Oh, look at that good feeling. And yeah, that is that good. Tradespotting does it and luck emojis. You wish, case guy, eh? Like that. You give a man a fish and that, and then he comes back and he starts asking you for extra emojis. What's wrong with the praise that you got already there? Is that not worth more than some emojis? Well, I'll look into it. I'll try and get something for you that's, like I said. But I was thinking, like, bigger than that, but sure, if all you want is emojis, great. All right, sorted. If the first rule of negotiation, case guy, is you let the other guy make the first offer, right? That's something. There's another. There's that's a lot of learning in that, actually. That's quite a succinct way of putting it. Yes, so there's negotiation 101, right? Let the other guy make the first offer, and I take your first offer. Yeah, sure, I'll give you some extra emojis. No bother. I gamble, points, gamble. You should see. What you need to do also is sell on the way down, case guy. See, you're missing a lot of tricks here, and I'm sure I've given these out before. These tips. Wait for all the FUD tonight. Oh yeah, I can't wait. I'm just going to sit in the bath tonight with my little FUD phone out, looking at my little FUD diaries, and reading all the FUD for all the entertainment. I've been eating pizza for the past 3 days. Well done. It's actually quite an upgrade. A lot of people aren't even on the pizza. Recycled or otherwise. Yeah, baby. Poppy, how's doing? Festivals. Am I doing something here? Pardon me, I should be doing something. What time is it? 20 past. Did I make a clip? Did I even published it? Didn't I? Did I publish it? I don't know. I think so. There's a YouTube dashboard. Does that show I've got anything? What does it say? What does it say? Other than telling me about the stagnation of the channel, have you got anything interesting to say to me, YouTube? No, I've lost a subscriber. Cool. If I put up a video, I had 301 views in the first 27 minutes. Cool, so that's 10 views a minute. That's not bad. That'll probably all die off. And then it'll get a good 500, 600 views, and that'll be gain more damage added. But I'm like, yeah, I'm not thinking about this in the right way. Not thinking about this right. No, my desktop is full of things. What a mess. Look at Shane Cummings. Really are storming to the top of the top of the charts. Give a man a gun and he can rob a bank. Give a man a bank and he can rob the world. Yes, exactly. Anyone got any more of those banks going? I'll have one of those banks if you want. Scottish people used to be good at running banks, and then we had this guy called Fred Goodwin. He came in. He managed to give bankers a bad name. That's how bad he was. Ryan E. I'm moving home to Scotland. Nice. Awesome. Welcome home, mate. Best small country in the world. My name and wife's names are Scottish. Congratulations, Ryan. Your first name, is that Irish? Ryan, is that an Irish name? And that, so you are from the home countries. I've never met a Scottish person I didn't like. Awesome. I've met plenty, but so don't let that shatter your illusions when you arrive. We are also very, very, very friendly. I challenge anyone to name just one. Yeah, well, I couldn't name just one, so there is that as well. So I'm on the. I follow that. I fall outside the rules. I'm unable to take part, and so there again, we proved you right, Ryan. Your last name's Scottish, E, and it starts with an E. Is it Eagle Heart? Is it, Everest Destroyer? Why is it all of these traditional Scottish names that come to mind when I think of in the letter E? The letter E, right? No, I don't want you to dox yourself or whatever that word means and that. You know, a lot of that chat at the minute on the internet, isn't there? Whoa, Tradespotting just got back from minding the beast. Alright, good one. Walking the dog, I guess. Gee, guess I should have skipped the finale. Well, it's not the finale you should have skipped. You should have never left in the first place, KT. That's the problem. If I wanted confirmation bias, I do not. So happy to have truthful TA and confident our thesis is sound. Yeah, exactly, right? It's not about me anyway, it's about the content, eh? So like, and TA is a continuum, and here we are, right? You dipped outside this thing, I think we'll still go back inside it, right? Till such times as we don't, and if you want to draw it as a channel, you're perfectly capable of drawing it as a channel. It'll also give you like a different upside on this as well. Mate. Oops, I just did that, and I didn't mean to. That's like the other way of looking at it, right? Which is, I mean, I don't want to do it because at the time, because it was like, oh, well, that's just in the way now. You're just in the way when you're all supposed to so perfectly aligned like that. People even know what I'm talking about when I say things. Sometimes I wonder, right? You could actually draw your thing like this here more, right? There's your green bit, and you could say like it's like that there, and then it's even less exciting, right? It's even less exciting, but it's the same thing. Same thing. You're like dead on for a bounce for so many different reasons. But your TA, like if it does go down, it can go down here, it can go down further. This is the line below, or it can even go down there, and it's like you've just had loads of returns to this area. You've had loads of bullish moves off the back of it. Like this is still really bullish price action overall. Do I think it's going to keep falling down? Maybe, right? It's about 4 hour, 12 hour daily closes, and at this stage it's still doing really well. Like, still is doing really well. I know that doesn't sound like that, but if you just met me, right, and the last time I talked to you was like, here, right? Say some people it was, right, and they've not spoken to me since, and maybe they turn up sometime soon or see this video somehow. In hell, that happens. Right, this is alright, mate. I'm not seeing you well. How's it going? Yeah, not bad, Jimmy. How you doing? What's GME up to? I'm like, well, it's not doing bad. It was like $88, and now we're up at 160 stuff. And I'd be like, oh, that's double. And I'd be like, it's doubled. They'd be like, you must be happy. I'd be like, no, I'm a bit pissed off. And they'd be like, they'd leave that and be like, what weird way? Why is he not happy? And it's like, I am actually dead happy. So you wouldn't have that conversation with you would be like, yeah, it's got it's that, and it's got, and you'd be like, they'd be like, you're happy, and you'd be like, wait till you see me in a couple of weeks, mate. That's what you'd say to them. And that's the way it is. Wait till you see us in a couple of weeks. Wait till you see us in a couple of weeks. Like, wait till you see us in a couple of weeks. Couple of weeks, yeah. But also, like the end of this week, let's see what happens. Right, we're not going anywhere. We're not leaving. We're not leaving. Sometimes when I'm saying that, I'm thinking of the people who've said it since I've said it, that were like doing impressions of me, and it's funny. Some of them's quite funny, and they're supposed to be a guerrilla investment, supposed to be making a sequel to his impersonations. I was looking forward to seeing how that went, but it may not happen for a while. Now, I respect his attitude to that. I do. A lot of respect for that attitude. I appreciate it. Now, as that note, you might not have noticed, right, if you tuned in late, which if you have, shame on you, right? I told you I'd be here. I've added new items to the Unreasonable shop. Now, I'm not going to spend time on this. They were added by popular request, like repeated request is probably a better way of describing it. And so I caved, and I put the effort in to make sure that even though despite difficulties, which I'm not going to labour on, I'd had to labour at the time. So these products are available. They are wear for your baby, clothes for your baby, clothes for your toddler. So Daniel, you've got plenty to baby clothes to put your babies in. Or, you know, if you like that alert that came up when you mentioned it, you'll have plenty of Adidas tracksuits. So on that note, branded merch with designs on top of already designer clothes is only a hair's breadth away. You know, give me an extra 15 minutes a day, I'd be having all that sort of stuff on the go at the minute. It's all about firefighting. I like the video less. Like the video less likes than the total viewers. Knobs. This video right now has, even though people have come and gone significantly, and to have less likes than viewers. Who knows if is that good or a bad thing? Well, I suppose you could look at it either way, right? 366 it says on the stream in the top left, but in my concurrent viewers count it says 448. Maybe that's the max instead of the current ones. Who knows? I don't know. Viewer activity, is that what would that tell me? That analytics, it would tell me there, wouldn't it? Concurrent viewers 457, but at the top in the left there it says 366. Somebody's telling fibs. Usually it's me. They call them fibs, but they do not lie. 9 minutes and 44 seconds is the average watch time for this video. So people come and go in 9 minutes 44 seconds. That's quite amazing. It's an average though, so maybe that's just that people dragging it down. But then who knows? And then so that was cool, and we had 581 people at one stage. That was awesome. So obviously it looks like I'm finishing. That's why people leaving. Just got back from that. Read that, Katie. Read that. taking the dog for a walk. Good on you, man. Hope the dog's happy. See, they're all gambling. Watch the clips. We watch the clips, Dobermamba says. I know you've left nice comments on them. Thanks, pal. Yes, some people do. Not many. Finally did not lose the heist. Gamble. Yes, well, I know, and I'm not going to preach to the choir. Like everybody who's watching now, you all do all these sort of things, and I really, really, really appreciate it. Thanks so much. Like, thanks so much. One day I'll be able to figure out a way to articulate what it means, like, because it really does. It means a lot. Thanks. And it's hard to do it when you're like, it pops into your head and you're like, oh, I could say these things, but the things that then they're about to make it out of my mouth sound like contrived and that, even though they aren't. And I don't want to say things that are stupid and that. The truth is, really, 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 really grateful. Everyone who supports the channel, all the members, all the super chats, all of the ways of helping me. You are all amazing. Thanks so much. I really, really, really appreciate it. Thanks. Right, what was I saying? It's 166.62. It's all good, right? I was looking for 168.47. That's what I wanted. Still a number. People are going to think, but we're all below that number, and that's okay. Don't worry. I'll deal with them, make them feel alright when they turn up, and then prices will be back up here, and then I won't have to make them feel alright anymore. Are you bearish on SPY? Sometimes. I will comment more now. Oh, Riley, I've seen you comment a few times. Thank you very much. It's appreciated. All the comments, all the everything. Less points than Miss Daisy's license. That's probably a good joke. Do comments on the clips help the channel? I thought it was just the likes. Comments probably worth lots more than a like. And then, but like, I don't know. It's all about the watch time, eh? And then sharing it with people and whatever. And I don't want to try and have you behave unnaturally. What I would like best is helping me hone the message so that everybody's naturally inclined to watch more of each video. And some of that is about having points of interest at certain things like throughout it, so that everybody knows something interesting is coming up, either that's implicit or explicit, and to know what they are and to structure each episode in a way that suited you guys, those people who are here now and who do tune in all the time, and that to make it really, really good for yous. Because then everything will naturally just come behind that. You'll really engage with everything. You watch it for more than the 9 minutes 51 seconds on average that this stream's got, or the 10 views a minute that the other one will get until it gets nothing. If it was more what you wanted and I could understand what that was better, then you should just love it, eh? I'd feel that it was working better, which it would be, and then because you do that, YouTube would look at it and be like, these people love this thing. I'll start recommending it to more people like them who've got similar behaviors to you do on YouTube. I imagine if their algorithm's good enough. I don't care what the actual things about it are, right? But I imagine it's this stuff because it's dead obvious, and so it's how you guys spend watch time, and if all the little things like likes and comments and shares help, and saving it to playlists and sharing it to other places so it's got more incoming links and all that crap. And I could do more on SEO and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, with a platform that's as social and easy to share as YouTube, and watching one channel to another, skipping between them is so friction free, it shouldn't be hard if I'm doing the right things, and the right things are helping tailor things better for everyone. Jimmy, do you think that we soon are not allowed to buy any more GME? Lisa Anderson, so taking away the buy button again, or your husband saying, no, stop it, it's enough. XXXXX is enough, Lisa. Is it Lisa? Shit, so pardon me. No, I don't, like you say, because there'll be none left on the lit markets and that anything you'll be buying. Now there'll always be someone prepared to give you their GME, even if it's another silly ape who thinks oh, this is too stressful for me, and there'll always be people like me buying it. And you probably, if you've been watching along, you'll see people like Daniel talking about how his position is now too big to fail, and Luke who constantly is buying it at dips, loves the mail, and then myself who's just buying it all the time, right? Like I said ages ago, I've put enough into this now, and that was a while ago, right? Case guy, if GME ever gets to more than $500, well, trust me, that's going to happen, right? I buy a house in the woods, build a recording studio, wife stay at home, and I'll hide in the recording studio for 2 hours of joking around with the kids. Nice. Nice. You're gonna need some. They're gonna get old to the age where they want inside your recording studio. Though they'll want to climb out of their little siloed area where you only feed them the potatoes and whatnot, and they're gonna like find this greater world, and they're gonna see that recording studio, and they're gonna want it to be theirs. And then I suppose maybe you'll start a little band. Who knows? Could be pretty good actually. Wow, that's quite a nice life. Tradespotting, have you talked about the puts expiring this Friday? What effect on the price will this have? Well, either way, it releases the price, right? Either way, it means that a lot of liquidity is given to the figures on the other side of the trade. But that'll only sustain them temporarily because it's still more than 100% of the thing shorted, so it doesn't really matter, right? It's all about our resolve. So, but it would be annoying if those people got that money, because I know that it belongs to people like yourselves, and that I don't like them taking your money, and I don't like that. But yeah, what are the implications? Well, essentially, it's just that we pass that period of time, right? That's the biggest deal, just that we can pass that, right? And that's all it is. There's no bigger narrative over and above that, right? So getting excited or disappointed about it either way is just silly. And that's why what you really want to be doing is when you see things like Daniel's twins and other people like Luke gambling is 22 points away. people when you see those things, like, I mean, I made that mistake myself yesterday looking over. It's like, did they go? Rolled 69, 144. Oh, he's got 85. There was, you see, I called that one wrong, didn't I? It's probably right there in front of me in my face. I didn't even need to call anything. I could have just read it. Tracepoint RSI so low. You're telling me, Max. It really is. Time for a bounce, that's what that means. Tradespotting, my absolute favourite thing about GME's channel is his passion for technical analysis. Very few people have that about anything in life. I imagine he may lose viewers when he rants, but it's why I watch. Well, I don't know why it is. Like, I don't know why I lose viewers. This is a speculation on that side of things is like fruitless anyway. It's all about what people do like, and you do like that I've got a passion for TA, and I do. I have a passion for TA because it's so. I think it's a direct line to the truth. I think it's one of the few things in life that you can truly use. Pick up a tool that's neutral and like itself, not tainted, and use it to empower your own life. It's amazing. I think that message, though, is like this sword. It's got a double edge, right? One of them is that you will using it is like you will expose yourself to infinite risk. It's just like the ring in that story. But on the other hand, it is the one way you can empower your life. And if you can learn to control that power by managing your risk, the way to do it is also through the TA, right? If you do it properly, it's via the TA. So if you respect the technical analysis, then you can empower your own life. And if you can give that message across to people like young men who feel like there's no point, who feel like they can't get anywhere, especially people who've been trading before and have been put in this position by bad advice or bad habits or picked up somewhere, God forbid, of someone on YouTube. Right now, there is like the good men can make a difference, and you're like have to. And so this is my difference. It's like telling you that it can change your life, but you have to use TA, right? Not trade, right? The trading is all risk. That's all risk. Is trading is all risk. The technical analysis is the tools you use to harness that risk, and as such empower yourself and like have an effect on the world around you, which needs you. And a nice message from Justin. 4 kids. Inflation. Aye, think of that, and it's not just your future, it's your kids' future. They're stealing off. Crooks in Congress. Aye, stealing your future and your kids' future. That's why I'm in GME. Aye, and you saw them in Congress too. And what help was that? And how long ago was that? And they claim that they help you. Well, they can still help you. They don't need to be on TV to be doing it. They could pull the finger out and help you right now. They could start doing it now. They could have something to show you by tomorrow. Does it help to see when the ads on your videos without skipping when algo? I don't think that makes any difference in that. I definitely put no comment with regards to how you interact or do not interact with ads. It's all like, from my personal perspective, it's like if they're offering you something you're interested in, go for it. Otherwise, it's like do whatever you want. It's not. I think it'd be skirting close to the lines to say anything else. That's truly how I feel about things. Like, and I don't mind ads personally. It's not so bad. It's not a big deal. Like, I've grown up with them. It's not like I'm somehow caged in some hostile environment where I don't understand it. Like, she got me, Sharon. Tradespotting. What about the 4-hour HVB chat? Would you look at it? Oh, sugar. I was supposed to do that earlier today, wasn't I? Let's do this in it because still. That's silly. Right, this is that silly doing that with it. It's just that it doesn't. It's like it'll be like this until such times it isn't. Right, great. You've disappeared. That's just what I wanted. Can I please have you back? Have you back? Have you back for good? Right, it's going to do it again, isn't it? Yeah, it's doing this weird print thing. It does this when it's just not working, and that's what all indicators do because the trading view. And I'm not going to go fiddle around with the code and try and make it work. We'll just wait. On 12 hour, you can see, yep, cool. Drop down 30 minutes. See how it does this when the time frame and the percentages can't handle the moves. Tradespotting, I bought everything I could afford at 228, but seeing the TA doesn't make me nervous about the price being down because the reward is going to be bigger. That's a good way of looking at it, Samuel, yeah. So like these are all like, and that's why the tools that we use are called retracements, right? The retracements usually against the move that you're looking at, right? The greater move, right? Here's a retracement on a huge move. This is all a retracement. It just comes in to test the trend, right? And that's like what other people might describe as reversion to the mean and that. That's like difficult to trade those moves, but you can put that on top of the trend and say like how things are going. And if you were trading this, like as you can see, there's loads. Like here's only a 15-minute time frame. You know, like there's loads of reasons why you would be buying this here and then be selling it up there, right? That's what traders do with every asset right now. I don't think that's a good idea with GME, as you'll know yourself, because this is like when you zoom out from this time frame and you're like, what's going on exactly there? You can see, zoom out to see that 4 hours. Like you see, look at all these highs. Look at all these places we've been before. And if this is bullish, then what's to say it's not going to go up here? And it's like that's the actual like basic level of things. Like if it's all like this bullish here, and then this is all still bullish up here, and this is in this obvious, like these two lines that's in between here, and it says, oh, it's dead obvious, right? It's dead obvious. $400. It's just obvious. So like, yeah, Samuel's got the right idea. There's also more people that take it up there, and it's more shorts, and then it's also the people who really truly do diamond hand. And this is one of the beauties of being a diamond hander, right? And like, welcome to the club, everybody who's truly now underwater for the first time. It's just like a little bit of the essence of the thumbnails. If you've been looking at it recently, anyway, whatever, I try to put effort in there, and all it's a total waste of time for sure it is. I just need to come up with a good thumbnail that I can use over and over again, and that everybody will like, and that people will recognise, and doesn't do any. And if I do put effort in, it can maybe be about like the title and explaining the things better for people, and then work on that sort of thing. Like just do the things that people do to be smart on YouTube. Just do them. Stop fighting the obvious. So that's what I'm going to have to do, I guess. Right, so yeah, it's obvious. Price is up at 400. Stop fighting obvious. Like, that's not a message, just I need to get. Like, a lot of people that are like, nah, man, me. That, like, the people that are talking about this, right? This was the short, right? It's over. That trade is over, right? That's why I'm saying, like, I'm fucking pissed off with it all now, right? Because I've got to the end of it and I can accept that that was enough of that. And that is enough of that, right? And here's the formation that you'd be doing in. Anyone idiot that's talking about the stuff down here, any idiot that's talking about that, whoa, you're such an idiot. Let's come back and talk about those idiots in future. Until then, I'm going to go and get some more stuff to eat and see Rocky. Will you be doing TA for AMC? I already did a touch of it's Donkey Kong, but sure, let's look at a bit more of it, right? 333.43. And we've got these lines in here. Why are these lines in here? Well, there's an obvious one there. Support and resistance from this top where we broke out. It's a little bit high before we did all these moves. Do you test these things once you've broken through them? Generally speaking, you do. The fact that it's in at $20 looks bad, but then the top side after a move afterwards is like many percentages of an improvement afterwards. So in terms of position management, and if you're diamond holding and just adding and don't care about your drops, then fantastic, right? That is actually good. The pain that it'll cause a lot of people who are in too heavily or desperately need to get out too sooner, they'll be the people that bring the price down, and you'll be the people that benefit from it when you get such brilliant entries here and managing positions. If you did unfortunately get caught in at these sort of prices, which you wouldn't have been doing if you've been following my TA, right? So there's like, you're breaking out of here, you got this and that, and that's like a really good thing. But does that mean that's going to happen? Well, no, because this is obviously very bullish, and let's stretch this out, right? I know it's a 4 hour time frame, and that we'll keep it brief. See this line around here, you can call that a demand line if you want. You can see you're above these important moving averages. You've only just touched the 100 period simple moving average there. There's all these other lines here, right? What's this line? What's that line? What are these lines? And then you get up Fibonacci retracement. And this is why I should have more viewers, right? Because this shit is awesome. And I'm doing really good TA really quickly. And you can see there's 236 coming down to test that. Down here, $30.62. It's nearly a freaking stick on. You want to hold that, or it could be going way, way, way lower. Right, there's your 236. So retracement on this Fibonacci. It's in around that price. And that's that one. That's from this low, right, which is your low that you're looking at. It's 4 hour ultimate low. That's the one it's going from. And this is your overall Fibonacci, and then you're coming up for a 236 retest, which is absolutely brand spanking new, right? That's brilliant. You could even get a dip below it and then a recovery because you've got your 200 there. 23 from 30. People would crap the bed. You know, you get a retest to the 26 area, which Rocky's been calling for, saying for fucking ages is dead likely. And I told you when it was up around somewhere up over stupidly high prices that it was going to get down to where it is at the minute, and so you've got that at the minute, so maybe that's all you get out of it. But the truth is there's 236 right there, so why not just go, right? It's also cheaper and it'll scare people. Why not? And if they haven't seen this video, then it'll scare them loads. And then what are you going to do after that? Well, you're going to test this breakdown area up here. You're going to be up at $40 testing that again. Does it happen before the touch lower or after? Like, do you really care? Are you selling it there or are you selling it there? Probably neither, right? But if it does get there beforehand, then you could buy some position management, right? Now that's all fine. I'm not going to speak to whether you'd want to do or don't want to sell out the same stuff you bought there that you did to improve your position or whatever. I'm not here to talk about that shit, right? That's not mine. I don't give financial advice, and you know, a lot of people treat things very differently, and nobody listens to me anyway, right? So it's like, you got a problem with things I've said. Honestly, if anyone out there has ever got a problem with anything I've said, like, and it's probably your problem. Right, so that's that, and that's 33.43, right? That's cool, nothing to worry about there. You've got loads of things underneath it picking it up. That's the 4 hour. Like, let's go to daily chart and see. Yeah, you've got this average, you've got like whatever on that particular move. What do you need to do to recover? Well, I've drawn a fib in here, so I did do the TA. It probably was in around our aftermarket close. There's your low. You need to recover in around 36. That's important. Once you do that, you're looking up to around 42. If you can open and close above 32, then excellent. You'll look at this and you'll say, well, nah, you wouldn't, right? You've not got the positive divergence on it. Mind you don't have negative divergence either. Like, the lack of manipulation on this, like, it looks way too clean. This is super suspicious, right? It's suspicious. This is way too clean, that. Let me see this actually. So it may well be, right, as I thought a while ago and said on videos when I was really covering GME a little bit more a couple of weeks ago. I was talking about how it looked like on the 4 hour, similar to GME after January, and how it may go into a little bit of a corkscrew consolidation. We'll see how long that lasts. I don't think it'll be months, I think it'll be weeks, but that was a potential at the time. Maybe that comes true, and it would do if the RSI seems to follow in the behaviour it did when it was at these other lows, which it might do, right? We'll see if it's at lows. Which seems to be, right? Seems to be. This 236 is important in that sense in many different ways. You want to hold that. You don't want things to get worse. And that if it does, like, you've got plenty of levels that we picked up at the very least. There's so many people buying at 20, and I'd have bought some of it before then. That there is an entry for loads of different reasons, and for quite big moves percentage-wise. And this has got like all the market participants there are exactly the same as the market participants here. It doesn't really matter. Like, you might yourself feel different from these people. You might try and identify by distinguishing yourself from people who hold AMC while you're GME, or vice versa. You might try that, right? But all you're really doing is distinguishing yourself as a fanny, because like everybody else knows, because they all are in both of them, because they know, because they have both of them, so they would know, eh? Anyway, whatever. People, eh? Right, guys, love yous all. I don't know if I've done anything good here, but I did something, right, and I did a clip, and we'll see. And I'll see you tomorrow before market open. I'll be here at market open, and I'll do a couple of hours, and I'll cover anything you like. I'll try and do stuff other than just you and me. And what was I saying? Whatever. I see you tomorrow in the morning. Yes, in the morning, and be there or be square. And thanks for everybody who tunes in and helps channel and that. And if I see you tomorrow then, and I've seen you today, then that's brilliant. You're really great. Thanks. I've seen you the day before, and I've seen you all the days, and I see you lots, and if I do, and you're really great. Any GME news? No, not that, I think, right? James surname. Haha. It's like a question to me. Thanks, Jimmy. You're welcome, Mining Boom. You're so welcome, mate. You are so welcome. David P. You do well every day. No bad, mate. Thanks, David. Yeah, you do well every day too, David. Thanks for tuning in all the time. You're such a good guy. Eleazar, KT, Frostcrest, legend, and my lord Harry Buttcheeks. Both he is. Both he is. Ballistic Hawk. Ah, you legend. Ballistic Hawk, you're a nice guy.